What is up, everybody? Skratch coming up with another Raid Shadow Legends video. Yesterday we showcased the best dungeon team for the Ice Golem, the Dragon, the Spider. Was all about consistency. Now we didn't have a chance to have a look at the Fire Knight, and I know a lot of you guys got a bit curious, like what's that team there, Skratch? Can we see that team? Well, today we're actually on Arsalan's account. Big shout out to him for letting me to showcase this team to all of you guys out there. This team won't have any Allure in it. It's actually gonna have a meme champion, and I know a lot of people are kind of like hating on this champion, but I feel like he's so damn good for this dungeon. It's unbelievable actually. So this is gonna be a super fast team, super consistent. How I mentioned, consistency is key, guys. That's what we want to see. It's nice to see world records and all that. Basically, the champion that we're gonna kind of like showcase today in the team, because he's the superstar of the show, is Holstein. Now, I don't have him on my account, so that's why we're on Arsalan's account, plus is his team. It feels just fair to kind of like showcase it here. Double hit on the A1, triple hit on the A2, quadruple hit on the A3. We're getting some Thermeter and all that. Fairly interesting passive. He's an attack-based champion, so he's gonna be doing an amazing job on the Fire Knight. Now, before we jump over to talk about all this, let's hear a word from today's sponsor. Today's video is brought to you by Bloodline, Heroes of Lightas. New legends will be born. Bloodline is a brand new free-to-play fantasy RPG game that just got released a few days ago. If you guys like what you see on the screen and you want to support the channel, download the game by using the link in the description down below or by scanning the QR code you see on the screen. And just to give you guys a head start, use my gift code that you see right here on the screen to receive an in-game pack worth $20, get one champion token, 100k gold and 100 gems. Bloodline is a very unique RPG game with stunning traditional Western visuals. One of my favorite things about it is that you get to customize your champions by marrying different bloodlines, create new family trees and new heirs with very cool and unique abilities. This makes every single champion very special, unique in its own way, especially that you can use the heir system to combine skills from all of these different classes and create very powerful strategies. The possibilities are endless. Now, I've been playing this game for a couple of days. We have tons of cool things that you can do, like join guilds, you can do raids, you can do arena and fight for glory. It has everything that you want from an RPG game. Now, don't forget to claim the promo code when you download the game so you get all that sweet, precious free loot. The link will be in the description down below. Thank you so much, Bloodline, Heroes of Lightas, for sponsoring today's video. Right, so we're back at it, guys. This team is one of those teams where only 1 or 2% out of the entire player base will actually get to build. I'm not included in there because I don't have a Holstein. I'm actually missing the champion. Now, even though I cannot build it, I still think it's a very impressive team. I love to showcase the team. It's super fun to actually see it in action, to see how you're dropping the boss. The Fire Knight is a pretty complex dungeon, right? You gotta knock down the shield, you gotta make sure he's not taking another turn because he's gonna get to heal, he's gonna get to deal damage. So you gotta think of a lot of things when you're building a team for the Fire Knight, right? You see his best time is 35 seconds on stage 25. Like, he's a mad person with records and stuff, so he's always trying to get the best times on all the dungeons. Basically, this is the team that we're having now. Whenever I come on his account, it makes me feel good. It kind of makes me feel like I'm free to play compared to him because he has a super stacked account. Now, you don't need to have any of these champions empowered, okay? Empowered champions are super powerful for arena. They're making a much bigger difference than is actually making it in PvE, you know? So, empowered champions in PvE, it's not like they're gonna deal 100 times more damage or anything like that. It's nice to have them, but they're not necessary for PvE, at least for dungeons and stuff, you know? Basically, this team is still not fully optimized. That's what I've been told. And it sounds crazy to believe that because you're gonna see the way the team runs. I've done around 15 runs myself just to see the team in action, to kind of see like the worst time, the best time. I'm gonna talk about that at the end. If we're gonna have a quick look at the team preset, I'm gonna show you the preset on the champions. Then I'm gonna show you the stats at the end. So basically, that's how you want to have the AI set up. So Holstein, the first one right here, he's 248 speed. Round 1 starts with the A1. Round 2, the A1. Round 3, he's using the A2, the A3. So basically, you want them to start with the A1 because they're going to buff increase attack on them. That will give an extra buff to Seer so she can actually eat something. Kaimar right here. This is for round 1, not using A2 or A3, goes for the A1. Round 2, he actually starts with Seal of Magic, of course, to reset the Seer. Round 3, whatever. It goes freestyle. We're not using the A2 because it's pretty pointless. Seer on round 1, she's gonna start with the Clan Banner, then move over to Karma Burn because we want to get the buffs. Round 2, pretty much the same situation. Round 3, she's gonna go freestyle. The next Holstein right here, he's gonna be in the same situation. He's not gonna use the A2 and A3 on round 1 and 2, only on round 3, so he's gonna go for the A1. Ghostborn, of course, is actually gonna start with the A3. We want to have that defense down for round 1, round 2, and he's gonna go on for round 3. This is the team setup, guys. Pretty straightforward in how you want to put it. Now, if you guys want to get kind of like the speed order of all the champions, I'm gonna go in this order. So we have Keimar the fastest. We have Holstein right here. I think this one is the third fastest. We have Seer faster as well. Ghostborn being the slowest because they're all gonna rotate. So it's a bit of a setup in here. But that being said, let's jump in and give it a run. You could use any of these champions for your aura if you want. It shouldn't be a problem. So let's see what we're getting out of it. The thing is that any of these auras are not really gonna benefit the champion, so it's pretty pointless. But you see, they're getting all those buffs because they're dropping the A1s. That helps here as well. We don't have any shield set on any of the champions. We don't have blood shield accessories, only on 2 champions. So if by any chance you're trying to build this team and you have a bit of an issue on the waves because your Seer is not as crazy, use a shield set on Kaimar, use blood shield accessories on all 4 of the champions except Seer, and you're gonna have it much easier than we have it right here. Probably it won't be necessarily as fast if you're gonna run immunity on some other champions to get even more buffs, but it should be more than fine. So here we are, guys. 47 seconds. No Allure. Holstein for the win. They deal pretty good damage. They decrease that turn meter like crazy. We don't need to have a decreased speed on the boss as well because, hey, they're getting so much turn meter down, both of them, that you just don't need to have decreased speed. Even if they're gonna get resisted, you're still gonna be able to do it because there are 4 hits on each one of the skills, and that brings down so much turn meter, making it so damn powerful. Now, my team is with Alure, with Royal Guard, the exact same thing, and the average time is around 1 minute and 5 seconds, okay? Around 65 seconds. This is the average time for this team, around 45 to 48 seconds. So let's watch it again because it's honestly so damn impressive to see this meme champion wrecking the Fire Knight. A lot of people were like, no, he's not that great, you know, he's not a good champion, he's actually trash. But honestly, if you can do this team with them here, I feel like it's pretty damn solid, you know? You see, so this might happen to a lot of you guys out there. You might not have enough power on Seer to knock them all down, you know? So then it's definitely good to have a shield set because you won't have that problem. You'll be having so many buffs on your entire team that you're just gonna wipe through the waves. Now, if he's gonna put a shield set on Keimar, he should be able to knock that down even better, you know? Like, he won't have problems on the waves. He's just gonna wipe them and actually save a few seconds and get directly at the boss. Even with that happening, we still managed to get 50 seconds, okay? 1.1 million damage, 800k from the other Holstein. So here we go again, guys. Can we get a better time? So the best time he got with this team was 41 seconds. I'm curious to see if we're gonna reach something close to it, you know? Seems like one target usually survives there. How I mentioned, a shield set will definitely make this much easier. Having a couple of extra blood shield accessories, they're gonna make it much easier too. The multi-hits from the champions going random from Holstein is actually very good for the waves, because if you have 2 enemies surviving, you don't have an AoE attack, but the hits are random, so most probably you're gonna be taking both of the targets down, you know? The turn meter is so low on the boss, honestly, like, the chance for this to fail, I feel like it is just not possible. 46 seconds, so I'm pretty happy to see this time, guys. Let me quickly show you the stats on the champions. Let's start with Seer, guys. This is the build that we have on her, Savage and crit damage set. Now, when you're running your Seer for the Fire Knight, you want to make sure you have a strong build on her. So she needs at around 300 300 plus crit damage in order to obliterate the waves on the Fire Knight, because they have so much HP. Now, Plarium, they knew what they were doing when they actually released these new stages for the dungeons. They made sure the Fire Knight has the highest HP out of all of them, just to make it a bit harder for us, you know. Total stats on this here: 39k HP, 3k attack, we have 1.7k defense, 227 speed, 100% crit rate. One quick tip that I want to give you guys here: Seer eats the buffs, okay? So in order to deal damage, she steals all the buffs, she makes them disappear, then she deals the damage. If you're not building your Seer with 100% crit rate, and you're relying on Seer having 70% crit rate and a crit rate buff from a different champion, that's not going to work, because she's gonna eat the buff and then deal damage, so she won't crit all the time, only 70% of the times. This is a quick tip with Seer. 319 crit damage, 265 accuracy. Now this Seer is a monster, guys. I actually gave her a different amulet just to lower down the crit damage by 14%, because I was thinking, like, what would be the minimum, you know? I was pretty curious to see, okay, can we actually do it by having this sort of crit damage on her or no? And we managed to do it the very same way. Now, these are her normal stats. She is a monster. She's definitely the best Seer I've ever seen. 333 crit damage like that. Masteries, we actually have offense and support 3. And as tier 6, we have War Master. So we can actually get 20% more crit damage on this Seer, guys. That is absolutely bonkers, okay? 350 crit damage on a Seer. The good part about Seer is that you don't need attack. You can give her whatever chest piece you have. I'm curious to see what he has, actually. Accuracy, you see? Whatever gives you the crit rate and the attack. That's kind of like the way it goes with her. It doesn't really matter what you have on it, as long as it gives you good crit damage and a crit rate, you know? Sorry, I think I said attack before. But that's our Seer. Very, very powerful Seer. Moving over to the next champion. So we have Holstein right here. This is a +4, okay? So that's why the stats are so nasty on him. How I mentioned, you don't need empowered champions, okay? Hopefully I'm gonna manage to pull 2 of these bad boys as well. So I'm gonna reproduce the exact same team. Now, the good part about him is that he's magic affinity as well, so he doesn't need 100% crit rate. You can build them with 85% crit rate, all the magic champions, because they're strong affinity on the Fire Knight, and that will actually allow you to give them more crit damage, more attack. But total stats on this one: 7.2k attack, 248 speed, 37 crit rate, 311 crit damage, 221 accuracy. So the one thing I would probably want to get a bit higher, like 10 or 20, would be accuracy. So I like to have my dungeon champions at a minimum of 230, 235 accuracy, just to avoid those resisted sort of situations. But again, crit damage and savage, this champion requires to have attack, masteries, offense and support. And as tier 6, of course, we have Giant Slayer, because of all those multi-hits. Is definitely much better than getting Helm Smasher or Flawless Execution or anything like that, you know? But these are the masteries on Holstein. You want to have Cycle of Magic, you want to have Evil Eye. Evil Eye is pretty much required on all the champions that we're using here. Ghostborn. Again, this is an empowered champion, and you could build this champion if you're struggling with Seer, if your Seer is not as powerful, because let's be honest, my Seer is at 305 crit damage, and probably I could give her a bit more than that, but that means that I gotta take gear from my arena champions, and I don't want to do that. So if you're kind of like in the same boat with me, you can run an immunity set on Ghostborn, a shield set on Keimar, or the other way around, a shield set on him, immunity on Keimar if you're running him for arena. And you just gotta make sure you're kind of like building them to deal some damage as well, because it's pretty important. Keimar as well, he needs to deal some damage on the waves with the AoE attack. That's why he's built the way he is. I'm gonna showcase you that Keimar in a second. But he has Blood Shield accessories. You've seen Holstein doesn't have one. That would actually improve your run a bit better as well. Total stats on this one: almost 6k attack, 219 speed, full crit rate, 267 crit damage, 240 accuracy. The accuracy is for the A1. Masteries, we have offense and support 3. Tier 6 War Master again. That's kind of like the best mastery you can get on these higher dungeons, you know, because the damage is kept at 10% with the enemy max HP nukers as well. So even for those ones, that's the right mastery to get, you know. Moving over to the next one, let's see, where is the other Holstein? Because we have another one. There we go, Savage and crit damage. Total stats, 6.4k attack, 229 speed, 86 crit rate, 264 crit damage, 218 accuracy. Again, I would up a bit the accuracy on this one, in case if you're concerned. But you've seen the team doesn't fail. I've done probably by now 20-25 runs. Masteries, offense and support 3, tier 6 Giant Slayer again. That's kind of like the best thing. Now, I gotta mention, all these champions are fully booked. He mentioned that this team is still not fully optimized. Probably if I would change something to it, is maybe add a shield set to one of the champions, build 4 damage, and see if like that we're gonna one-shot all the waves without actually having any of the champions to clean up after Seer, you know? That would be probably my one thing that I would try to adjust, and that would probably allow us to get a slightly better time as a consistent time. The last champion, no one else but Prince Keimar. Now, you see the build on him again. No blood shield accessories on this one either. Total stats, 3.4k attack, 304 speed, 92 crit rate, 270 crit damage. We have a bit of accuracy. We're landing a poison on the waves here and there. We're landing the Evil Eye Mastery to drop the thermometer. These are all the champions. Masteries on him. Tier 6, we have War Master, Offense, and Support 3. This team is pretty bonkers, very consistent. Definitely the most consistent team I've seen for the Fire Knight on stage 25 to be able to get under 50 seconds on and on and on and on. So very, very impressed with the team. Big shout out to Arsalan for showcasing this team. Awesome, awesome work with it. I can't wait to pull a Holstein, so actually 2 Holstein, so I can build this team myself as well. The thing with these high stages, stage 25, they enabled so many champions that you would never use anywhere else, okay? Like Ghostborn, he wasn't being used anywhere at all, not even in arena anymore. The new stages came out, bang, Ghostborn, the best defense down champion in the game for all these dungeons, you know? So a lot of champions that are kind of like meh, average, they become pretty damn good on these stages. I'm actually very happy to see Holstein in action, knowing that he's not just a chicken. But that was all for this video, guys. Let me know what you think about the team. And appreciate all of you guys watching. I'll catch you all soon in the next one. Peace.